Hey, what's up guys? Matt here with Acoustic Selection. Hope you're doing well. I thought with this video I'd go over something that maybe down the road I can see kind of being helpful for your guitar playing and even piano if you go as far as that. But it's how to quickly learn if you're pressing right here what note that would be, right there, right there. Some people, especially if you're starting out, you probably don't know this, so maybe this can help you out. It took me a few years before somebody actually showed me this. So the first thing you need to do is learn just the string names. E, A, D, G, B, E. Easy way to remember that, like I always say, is Eddie, 8, dynamite, goodbye, Eddie. So you have a low string E and a high E at the bottom. So remember, Eddie, 8, dynamite, goodbye, Eddie. Now I've heard other phrases too, but whatever. That's one I remembered so well. So first we'll start with the E string. If you can picture a keyboard, it really helps you. That's why I like to go back and forth between the piano and the guitar, because they go hand in hand. But if you're playing this E string, you'd be right here obviously on the E note. And as you go up each fret, all you're doing is going to the next key over. So you'd go E to F sharp to G. So you go, that's an E, that's an F on the first fret, first finger, first fret. Second fret, F sharp. Third fret, G, G sharp, A, and so forth. So again, that's a good practice technique to see if you can do that. So remember, the strings names are Eddie, 8. So the second string is an A string. So as you go to each fret, you go again left to right. You start with this A note. The very next key is this black one. So it'd be a A sharp or B flat. To understand sharps and flats, if you're new to music, if you're going this way, it's a sharp going up a half step. If you're going this way, it's a flat down a half step. But you don't need to know that. A sharp, B, then there's no black key, so C, C sharp. So on this second string, for example, it's an A string, Eddie 8, so it's A string. A, the first fret would be A sharp or B flat, either one. B, C, and so forth. So, and you can see the pattern as you go down through here. So let's take the second from the bottom string, for example. Remember, Eddie 8, dynamite, goodbye. So we know just playing it open, it's a B string. And if you find your keyboard here and you go that way, B, the next one be a C, then C sharp, and of course it just starts over. You're back down here. So you play this B string. If you press the first fret, it's a C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, and so forth. And then another quick tip I can show you there, maybe might help you out. Whatever your top string is what's called your root note, and that's the chord you're playing. So for example, let's see, if that's a G chord. Again, I can't believe for the longest time I didn't know this. There's your regular G chord. If you'll look, my top finger, my middle finger, the highest one, the first string played, is playing the third fret of the top string, which would be an E, F, F sharp, G. So that makes it a G. It's called your root note. That makes it a G there. So let's take a chord like the D chord, where you play second fret, third string, bottom string, and then third fret, second string. There's your D chord. But you strum the bottom 4 strings. And this 4th string open is a D chord, so there's your root note. I mean, it's a D note. Remember, Eddie 8, dynamite. Your 4th strings is called a D string. So that's going to be your root note. Let's take the regular C chord. You know, I play a C this way, but either way you look at it. Let's play a regular C chord. I've got my ring finger there on the 3rd fret, 5th string. So the 5th string is Eddie 8, 5th string is A, and then you'd be A sharp, B, C. So you see that's the root note, you play all 5. So I hope that makes sense. I know it's a little advanced if you're just starting out, but it's something I didn't know for the longest time that hopefully can help you. Learn how to, especially start getting into scales, which I don't do a lot of, if you notice, little little fancy for me. But learn each note up and down the guitar. And remember, Eddie ate dynamite, goodbye Eddie, and start from there. And you should be able to name. And then you start over on the 12th fret. Hope this helps you guys. Shoot me a message, got any questions, thought I'd give you a quick tip. Have a great day, God bless you.